Netflix didn't destroy its biggest romance franchises in one big mistake. It's doing something far more dangerous. It's slowly killing them while they're still successful. Because right now, franchises like Culpa, Culpa, Tuya, Maxton Hall, and even the legacy of the After movies are still pulling huge numbers. But something feels off. Fans are watching, but they're not feeling the same excitement anymore. The emotional connection is fading. The stories feel thinner, and the magic that once made these franchises special is quietly disappearing. And once I show you the pattern behind what Netflix is doing, you won't be able to unsee it. Because this isn't just about one movie series. This is about how Netflix is slowly destroying the very genre that helped build its empire. Over the past few years, Netflix has completely dominated the romance genre. No other platform has created as many global romance hits as Netflix has. From After to Through My Window, from Culpa to Maxton Hall, Netflix didn't just release movies, it created obsessions. These films didn't only perform well on the platform, they lived on social media. Edits went viral, soundtracks trended on TikTok, and characters became internet icons. Romance became one of Netflix's most reliable content machines. But somewhere along the way, the strategy changed. Instead of carefully building long-lasting franchises, Netflix began treating romance like fast food content. Release it quickly, move on immediately, and repeat the same formula again and again. And now, as we approach 2026, we're finally seeing the consequences of that approach. Because Netflix isn't losing viewers yet, but it is losing something far more important: emotional loyalty. The clearest example of this problem is the Culpa franchise. When Culpa released, it didn't just succeed, it exploded. It became one of Netflix's most talked about romance films in years. Viewers connected deeply with the characters, the tension felt real, and the emotional beats landed. Netflix had a rare thing in its hands: a romance franchise with massive global momentum. But instead of protecting it, Netflix rushed it forward. Culpa Tuya arrived quickly. And while it still performed well, many fans began to notice a shift. The emotional depth wasn't as strong. Character development felt faster and thinner. The story seemed more focused on hitting familiar beats than evolving naturally. Now with Culpa, the problem is even clearer. People are still watching, but the excitement has dropped. Online conversations have changed from pure hype to cautious disappointment. And that stage is the most dangerous for any franchise. Because anger can be reversed, but apathy cannot. This isn't just happening to Culpa. It reflects a wider Netflix strategy that prioritizes speed over care. Netflix now produces romance franchises the same way it produces reality TV. Fast turnarounds, familiar formulas, and constant replacements. When a romance story used to feel special, it now feels like just another item in an endless content conveyor belt. This is exactly what happened with the After movies. The first film felt fresh and emotionally charged. But by the later sequels, fans weren't watching. Because they were excited, they were watching out of habit. Netflix is repeating the same mistake, only faster. Even newer successes like Maxton Hall are already showing early warning signs. The first season was praised for its chemistry and production quality, but fans are already nervous. Not because the story is bad, but because they fear Netflix will rush future seasons and strip away what made it special. That fear alone shows how fragile audience trust has become. When viewers are worried that success will ruin a show, something is fundamentally wrong with the system. This is a very insightful critique of modern streaming strategy. At the heart of this problem is Netflix's business model. Netflix no longer builds franchises for the long term. It builds content for immediate engagement. The priority is fast releases, fast trending moments, and fast replacement cycles. What gets sacrificed in that process is emotional craftsmanship. Strong romance franchises require time. Characters need room to grow. Relationships need space to breathe. But Netflix now treats emotional storytelling like a production quota. This is why modern Netflix romance often feels polished but hollow. The films look good. The actors are attractive. The soundtracks trend. But the stories no longer stay with the audience. They are consumed and forgotten within days. That is not how enduring franchises are built. Hollywood history shows us exactly where this path leads. Studios have always overexploited winning formulas. Teen dystopian films collapsed after being oversaturated. Vampire romances burned out after being mass-produced. Superhero fatigue is now setting in after years of non-stop releases. Netflix is pushing romance toward the same fate. What makes this especially dangerous is that Netflix may not realize it yet. The view count still looks strong, but the emotional tone online has shifted. More viewers are saying that the films feel rushed, repetitive, and emotionally weaker than before. This is the quiet stage of franchise collapse. Not loud failure, but slow disengagement. Once audiences stop emotionally investing, no amount of marketing can save a franchise. Romance relies more on connection than any other genre. If viewers stop caring about the characters, the entire structure collapses. Netflix built its dominance on stories that made people feel something deeply. But right now, its obsession with speed is draining the emotion out of the very genre that made it powerful. Netflix still has the biggest romance franchises in the world. But if it continues down this path, it risks turning today's global obsessions into tomorrow's forgotten content. These stories deserve better than to be treated like disposable trends. Because romance franchises are not just content machines. They are emotional investments. And once that connection is broken, it may never fully return.